Hello grade 4, how are you? I hope for you to be fine. Today we will continue in the same lesson and we will learn now what are the two main properties of matter. The two main properties of matter are volume and mass. Let's see what is the volume and what is the mass. Look at these two iron balls. Do you see? Each ball occupy a special space for itself. You can notice that the matter occupy a space, and these two objects cannot occupy the same space at the same time. We cannot put this ball in this ball at the same time. We cannot put them in the same space. يعني ما فينا نحط واحدة بمكان واحدة، كل واحدة لها شو its own space. Okay, we call this space the volume. Okay, so the space that occupied by the mass or by the matter, by the object, is called volume. So what is the volume? The volume is the space that each object takes and occupies. Okay? Two objects cannot occupy the same space at the same time. If you notice here, at the same time, we cannot put these two balls in the same space. Each one has its own space and cannot share it with the other ball in the same time. So each object has its own space, and two objects cannot occupy the same space at the same time. So the volume is the space that each object takes and occupies. What about the mass? Look at this apple. If we ask ourselves how much matter presented in this apple, how much matter are or is in this apple, how can we know? In fact, this is what we call the mass. If we put this mass on a balance, we will see here 2 point something gram, okay, or any other unit. So the balance can inform us how much matter in this object, in this apple. So the mass is the amount of the matter presented in the object. How much matter is in the apple? How much matter in the apple? It is the mass. So it is the amount of the matter presented in the object. So the mass has two main characteristics, two main properties. The volume is the space occupied by the object. The mass is the amount of the matter in the object. Thank you grade 4 for your attention. I hope for you to be safe.